This is a story about a small Kyrgyz town, like a few others in our country, exactly about its inhabitants. It used to be a well-developed industrial center with enterprises, a motor transport depot and a seaport. Today it is hardly surviving. Establishment of a country economy is a painful and complicated process. Very small funds for social needs are the cost of the process. Elderly people who paid their youth and energy to another state, which has gone, feel unneeded and abandoned now. We all are tired of the everyday hard times, so our souls have hardened. An old woman begging at a rich store does not cause compassion but irritation. An old dirty and badly dressed man at a garbage container causes disgust. They're redundant, they hamper and spoil mood. But it's not all about that. The matter is that at the age of 60 the life does not end. Even at 70 it is possible to find another way. This film is about such a way. It is not panacea from all troubles. It is a real story about real people who have changed their lives.
Миша не видал.
Я что, так зашел?
И не слышал. Что-то ты мне сейчас...
Не слышал.
Не слышала, значит.
Я сказал, здравствуйте, Бог привет. Оттуда зашел, тоже кричал.
А я не слышу.
Могу поздравить.
Здравствуй, Миша.
Ну как настроение? Пенсия не дает, обсудить.
Твои делают, Миша. А Зоя куда делась? Зоя, вот она тесто ставит. Давай. Зоя замуж убежала.
Ай, шашба.
Знаете, я когда пришла в блок, вот первый раз, я ногу таскала.
When I came to the first block of this shelter, I could hardly walk. I used a stick to do it. My left side of the body did not obey me from top to toe. They gave us this building, old, blighted and dirty. It needed to be repaired completely. They say, come on, Vera Vasilievna, don't worry, we'll do it. But I'm ashamed of sitting still when a woman who is 16 years older than me washes floors and walls.
Миша не видал.
Я что, так зашел?
И не слышала. Что-то ты мне сейчас...
Не слышал.
Не слышала, значит.
Я сказал, здравствуйте, Бог привет. Оттуда зашел, тоже кричал.
Я без палочки домой пришла.
You know, half a month ago, when I came home, I found that I had left my stick. It was the result of communicating to people and work. They inspire and make stronger. Recently, we did not go to the block because of holiday. That week seemed so long. Whenever you work, days seem longer. One should work.
Здравствуйте, Бог привет. Оттуда зашел, тоже кричал.
А я не слышу.
Могу поздравить.
Здравствуй, Миша.
Ну как настроение? Пенсия не дает, обсудить.
Твои делают, Миша.
I've been working here for the 5th year. I'm so much used to it and cannot quit at all. I could quit even now, but I can't. But I want to be useful to people, to share thoughts and advice. All our people are like that. If something has to be done, we do it all together, as much as we can. We preserve salads, jam and other food in tins for winter use.
Все, наверное, ведро будет. Давай себе.
Коваленко Валя есть у меня. Она пенсии...
Valia Kovalenko works with me. Her pension is 240 soms a month. But she doesn't have relatives. She lives with a family which has sheltered her, and she helps them. We have an old man. His pension is 170 soms. Children abandoned him. He has no dwelling.
Жить негде. Дети отказались.
Ничего, наоборот, варенье хорошее.
Он не знает она красивый,
знает?
красивый хочет.
А красивый. Вот это тут, тем более он мягкий не пойдет.
Ну все. Все, кидай тряпку.
Тряпка, Валя, где тряпка? Давай. Пойдет?
Пойдет. Вы делаешь, конечно, четкие работы.
Пойдет. Давай, ладно.
Два пряничка, видишь, да?
Миша не видал.
Я из того только зашел.
И не слышала. Что-то ты мне сейчас
Не слышал.
не слышала, значит.
Я сказал, здравствуйте, окна. Оттуда зашел, тоже кричал.
When we organized our shelter, we had nothing, just premises and people. We collected some money, bought a gas stove, 2 ovens, a fridge, dishes and furniture. Now we have 50-60 sums in accounts. This amount changes. One month we deposit more than spend. Therefore, every month we have different amounts. We have 8 blocks. Cash accounting is the same. And in every block we have 2 cashiers' offices, an office of volunteer fees for membership and production cash. In the first office we pay 35 sums and spend money for needs of the block, buying detergents, paying for utilities. The rest money is distributed among the people here. We also assist the group members paying for funeral and buying medicines.
Мы делим на всех членов группы, на похороны, на лекарства. Касса производства – это то, что мы...
Production cash is used for our production of sweet and other cookies to sell town-wide among organizations, markets everywhere. Our town is small, therefore the market is small either. But our products are very popular.
На втором блоке там у них...
In the second block, they have pigs and a cow, so they have dairy products. We bring it to all blocks. We have a special dairy day. Chickens are only in the first and fourth blocks. We used to have them in all blocks. We didn't buy eggs for the kitchen, because it was our profit as well. In general, we have been permanently trying our best.
Там мы шерсть это взяли, 7 килограмм. Это шерсть я сама все. Вот сколько носки сделала.
We knit a lot. Look how many socks I have knitted. All these things don't make the life here boring. Our first block works a lot. We're not alone there. We have old men and we even want to marry. Some of us do it. My husband passed away in 1974, he was 49 and I was 32. I had to take care of 5 children. I like the block. Food is also good there. You don't often have such food at home, but there we have cheese, meat, dairy products, very good. At holidays we sing songs and receive presents. That's great.
Но зато в этот день замечательный я могу цветы подать.
Я знаю, когда при советском власти тоже, когда коллективе, кого ты там поздравишь, кому там что-нибудь дашь, и пожилые было очень хорошо.
I remember in the Soviet time when a collector would congratulate someone, it would present flowers and presents to all, young and elderly people. That was good. Nowadays, such treatment would be much more pleasant.
Спасибо, что мы все есть. Спасибо всем и спасибо нам. Вот у нас сегодняшний клуб общения посвящен салатам. Тема у нас такая – питание и мы.
Вот такой группу, как вот эти объединенные ЮМИТ,
Such unions as UMUT are very helpful. They do not let elderly and lonely people stay alone. Many of them suffer small pensions, diseases. Some of them do not have children who left for other countries and do not want to come back. I think that communicating to other people is very good. We learn and support each other. It's great. I feel terrible when I do not come here. I feel terrible if I do not go here for a couple of days.
Потом тяжело стало, стали сокращать ведь.
Later, it became hard. First, 20% of those who had retired but kept working were fired. Then newcomers had to leave. Then 70% of all people were laid off. Now we have only a few doctors, nurses. There are not much people in and outpatient departments. All became lonely and sad. Many of us do not have husbands, but they have very small pensions. We can hardly survive, no incentives to leave. We don't even want to leave sometimes. But when these blocks were set up and we were invited here, we were happy to meet each other. Here we have a lot of elderly men and women. We often meet together, dance and arrange concerts. Try our best to enjoy it together.
Выживать, да? Я где-то встаю и говорю: «Доброе утро, Вера».
Hey girls, every morning I wake up and say to myself, "Good morning, Vera. Look what a wonderful day it is. And you are so happy and healthy. You don't have any troubles. Let diseases be afraid of me, not me of them. I will take everything I can from the life."
Жизнь живешь, доживаешь до 70, до 80 лет и не знаешь, что тебя ждет. Это преступление то, что мы...
You live in life, reach the age of 70, 80, and you do not know whether by that time you will have a family and any support. After collapse of the Soviet Union, at the time of perestroika, nobody, including elderly, knew what would happen next. Now they set up self-help groups. The way the elderly people are treated now is probably a crime. One should think that at some point he or she will also reach that age, and our fate could be the same. The self-help groups set up in Balykchy are not a panacea or a seal to stamp any town or village. But this is probably the mechanism we have to try, to seek for the sake of elderly people, for their better life, which they deserve. They say that this is the way from self-help and self-survival to dignity. For our elderly to live in dignity, let's go to them and look at their lives. Let's think what can be done to make their lives better. Let us merge our and their efforts together and become a support for each other. Because today they do not have any other support. They have lost support by the state and their children. They have lost support of the whole society. We have forgotten about them. So let us look again and think that we will also be old, but the life should not stop. And thinking about them, we're thinking about ourselves.